This is our idea of the perfect summer. Driving our camper van 2,500 miles all the way to northern Norway. It takes about 4 or 5 days of solid driving to get there, but for us the reward is totally worth it. It's a trip we've made the past 2 summers, heading to the far north for a month of jagged mountains, empty coastlines and incredible wildlife. Up here the sun doesn't set for weeks, it sort of just hovers around the horizon, bathing everything in this golden light that makes our time so special. This is where we thought we would be. Instead, we're in Scotland. Yeah, I mean, we love Scotland, it's home, but yeah, our van had other ideas. So as much as we wanted to be away, it's not always what you get to do. We were actually due to leave for Norway, and then I think 2 days before our departure date, or planned time to leave, the van just broke, just again. I mean, never-ending story. We've had so many breakdowns over the years, but this one finally feels like it might be one too many. The repair costs are up to a couple of grand, and realistically it's now an old van, 15 years old plus, 190k on the clock, rust outside, like engine issues. Realistically we'd be stupid to keep it going any longer, really. And rather than spend summer driving to Norway and potentially risking another breakdown somewhere in the Arctic Circle, which would be such a headache, we're going to stay home, get rid of this van, get a new van, and make a van that we 100% can go away in next year.
Oh, don't forget the suspensions just went too.
Yeah, it seems that as one thing comes with this van, a whole host of other things come along with it. So at the moment there's like a heater problem, there's a slight radiator leak, a slight fuel leak, and the suspension now seems to be bouncing out too.
Oh, so, the gearbox, did you say the gearbox?
And yeah, there's a bit of a rattle from the gearbox. So yeah, so it's about time. We've had a bit of a couple of days of sort of like just trying to reset, think, see what, you know, we actually want to do. And
I know, Nix.
And now it's time to actually start looking at some vans, really. We've got a few lined up over the next few days, so we'll take you along for some of them and see how that goes. We're kind of thinking that this is the van we would do again. This size, this shape, this layout we've sort of come to live in over the last few years. It's evolved slowly into this space. We've been in it for 6 years now. Winter, summer, rain, sun. Some 2 trips to the Arctic, 100 and something thousand miles, and we've been perfecting this van as we go. It's kind of been tailored towards everything we want anyway, right? Like, there's not really anything I dislike massively about this van besides mechanical breakdown issues. For the most part, yeah. I mean, for the most part, like, this van is perfect in a lot of ways. You know, we've got our captain chairs that spin around, giving us all this extra room, our table, work area, some storage under here. I know you've always hated these. These are made so badly.
I can't wait to get rid of them.
But this is all our overhead storage, clothes, you know, extra things like that. Our cupboards either side, like everything is falling apart a little bit.
Not to mention these have been changed about 3 times.
These always break.
So no more IKEA furniture.
Yeah, we're kind of like aware of the things that break, the things that don't work, and the things we want to make better in the future. These and these both are high on the list of things to do better. But in terms of the layout, with our bed space being back here at the back of the van, the sort of central kitchenette area, and then our living room down this end, we love that as a layout and a way of doing things. We've got a lot of stuff we do really like about this van. Our lighting setup's really nice. The way that we have power, the sort of feeling of different spaces throughout the space. You know, we've got a little cat flap door so that Nix has somewhere to go to the toilet.
She really wants outside.
Should we let her out? Right, we'll let you outside, okay? Okay.
Pleading.
Right. We'll see you in a bit when we have some more updates and news. Maybe we'll go see some vans together. Another day of searching for vans. We're on a very long drive. I dropped Sarah's spoon for her ice cream and I had to go all the way back and ask again for another spoon.
It comes with the spoon. Oh, they should say that.
Probably does. Joey.
They should put that on the box!
We're on our way south. We've been driving like all day. Been doing like 4 hours so far. Got a few more hours to go and we're gonna be seeing a van that we think might be the one.
Anyways, you were saying?
We're driving all the way south, starting in Scotland. We're now somewhere around Leeds. A few more hours to go and we'll be visiting a van that we think is going to be the one.
Aye.
Hopefully. So we'll check back in then. See how we get on. And there's a van. Oh, 6 hours driving, no air conditioning.
This one?
What do you think?
I think so.
After a few days of deliberating, we've actually decided to go for the one we saw the other day, probably the last thing you saw. Seems to be the best of everything we've seen and has the most potential to convert in quite a quick and, I guess, easy manner. Server's already back north and I've been hanging around just waiting for it to be ready to go. And now I've got a long day of bus, train, and then a very long drive from there north to Scotland. Mate, it's just single to town, please. We've got a new van, just picked it up. About to start like a 6 hour drive back to Scotland. It's warm today, but thankfully the new van has got air conditioning, which is a massive upgrade from the old one, so no more sweating on long drives. We'll give you a full tour tomorrow. For now, I kind of just want to get on the road, get some miles down, get back to Scotland, and then tomorrow we'll give you a bit more of an insight into what we're going to do to it, everything that we're going to do. It's going to be a big month of work getting this van into a home. So the next time you see us will be tomorrow morning, couple of 100 miles further north, where hopefully it's a bit cooler than this. So it was actually a few more days than planned. The moment I crossed the border into Scotland, the rain just came and didn't stop for literally the last 3 days.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So Friday, Saturday, Sunday was a washout. It's now Monday and we're ready to start making actual moves on this.
A little bit.
The last time we did the van, we did all the work ourselves on the old ones, but we never did before, after, or really video anything we're doing. And this time we want to do that and video and document everything we can do. And you always get so mad about not having before and afters.
It's true. I always, even looking back at photos, we have pretty much nothing of the old van. And it's kind of sad, so. It is crazy because we literally are photographers and don't even have any. Yeah. So I'd like to do this one a bit better.
So we've just come out today to make sure we've got photos and videos of everything before as good comparisons for afterwards. But let's talk a bit about the van. So it is exactly the same as the old one.
It's a bit better.
Yeah, it's younger, newer, less miles.
Yeah, it's not a shit.
Has aircon and cruise control, so there's upgrades there. But in terms of a vehicle, it's exactly the same length, same width, same specs, everything's the same. We've kind of done that deliberately so that a lot of our stuff can be transferred across quickly and easily.
Yeah, the aim will be to take things that we like from the old van and implement them here, and hopefully get rid of everything that we hate from the old van and start fresh here.
Yeah. We have things like the captain chairs, water tanks,
Yeah.
like we know that stuff works. We also know that this size van works well for us. We sleep across, which is something that is a lot harder to do if you're in sprinters, crafters. So this is a size for us we're really happy with. And we've had 7 years in the old one.
And yeah, even though it was terrible, you know, it got us to Norway and back twice.
Yeah.
So
Can't be too bad.
This one's a bit of a bonus because it was formerly owned by the MOD, so we're hoping that gives us a bit more security and a bit more confidence in it.
It should have been serviced. It should have been serviced and maintained well.
Yeah.
But the other things that come good from the MOD is that this one is already a crew cab. So, tell you what, let's jump into the back. So, as we said, it's already a crew cab. No bulkheading, which saves us the job of getting that out and disposing of it, because Facebook's full of bulkheads taken out of camper vans. It's also got 2 windows in each side already, which is great. Saves us some hassle of cutting those out and fitting those. The floor, walls and ceiling are also already panelled really well, which gives us a huge bonus for just speeding up some of that process too. We kind of thought with this whole thing is like, let's try and make it as quickly and sort of easy as possible, and buying a van like this, you know, does accelerate the process quite a bit.
Yeah, because ow. I did that in the old van as well. Since we live in the van, we just kind of want to make this one as livable as possible, as soon as possible, because, you know, otherwise we're homeless.
Yeah, there's going to be that awkward crossover period where I guess it's kind of like moving from one house into the other house.
Yeah.
If they're parked next door to each other, or if they're on the same road. Like,
how adventurous.
like at some point we're going to have to start taking apart the old one, breaking the sink, breaking the water pump, etc., to install it in the new one, and we're going to have that little switch over. But
I don't know. I want to be living in this one in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that's going to happen.
We can see.
We'll
see.
To
the back. So just like the cab section, the back is really nicely panelled already. I have had a look behind here and there is no insulation, so we do still need to whip all the sides off and insulate it. But just to have something that's already got neat wood panelling on every side is a huge bonus. Let's get out of this echo chamber. So we've got quite a big task ahead of us of getting this into a better position to... Well, I've also got a strange...
Like the worst,
your face is kind of in my face
like
too.
The worst position. I mean, they're like down here.
Yeah, so we've got quite a bit to do. First thing is going to be kind of taking out the seats, taking out the interior wall, and then probably get stuck straight into get the panelling down, get insulation going up.
Yeah, first things first.
Yeah.
Strip.
Yeah.
Strip it, and then I know most people, as you said, like to do exterior first, but
that's one thing I think we're going to be probably battling with a little bit in Scotland, is that, you know, we did have like 3 days of not even showers. Like, I mean, it was raining here an hour ago.
We had to wait for the window to clear so we could film, but yeah, no, it was, the last 3 days wasn't just a light shower, it was a lot of rain, a lot of wind.
Yeah.
It was just classic. It would be classed as a yellow warning in England. Like,
yeah, so I mean, that's kind of like, if we are good, well, we're going to be putting skylights in, maybe a window in the back door at some point, but that's all kind of stuff that we need to make sure we have dry weather for. So it's going to be a mixture of sort of what can we do as and when, and we also might be jumping around a little bit because, as Sarah said, she wants to be livable ASAP. So there will be certain things that we overlook and come back to later on, just to kind of get the bare bones of everything together.
we won't cut corners though, like we'll still do things properly. It's just the order will be
just
a bit all over the place.
like your brain.
Yes, exactly. ADHD.
Yeah, we're pleased. It runs well, drives smooth, and actually can't wait to get a few days into the project. I'm not looking forward to the destructive bit at the start when you feel like you're not making progress. So it'd be good to be like you know, once the first week's done and you feel like you're actually being constructive again. So yeah, we're starting this big project. This is just the first of probably quite a few videos in this series of everything we're going to do to make this van into a home, and happy to have you all along for the ride. I guess the next video will be the first proper build now that we've got the base model itself. Excited to see where this goes actually.
Yeah, wish us luck. And be nice.
Be nice.
Be nice. It's our first time.
Well, we've done quite a bit on the old.
Well, you did, I didn't.
Yeah.
So it's my first time.
And the old van was spaced over years and years of lots of mistakes. This one we're trying to dial in and smash out first time. So yeah, wish us luck. But we'll catch you in about a week or so when we're a lot muckier, more tired, and the van looks probably worse than it does now.
Thanks.